So we got a lot to talk about in this video. I won't waste your guys' time with a long intro. We got charts, we got some meme coin news, and we got some token news. So let's just get right into it. Welcome to Everything Currency. I'm your host Jay, and to start off this video, we are looking right at this Bitcoin monthly chart right here. Shout out to everybody. Happy July 1st. Let me know in the comments what y'all are doing for the 4th right there. Y'all like that? Y'all like that little baiting right there? But anyways, right here, when we look at this chart, we can see on the monthly, things are looking very interesting because first and foremost, before we get into anything, if this breaks out, this could be a very bullish pattern, and the breakout or the target of this pattern would be way up here at above, 150K for Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin gets super bullish and the news starts talking about Bitcoin, and we have ourselves assurance of alt season once Bitcoin breaks that 100K level, because people are just going to go crazy when Bitcoin breaks that 100K level. So when we zoom in a little bit, that level looks like we got to break right here. We got to break 71K by the end of this month. When we zoom in a little bit, we got some steps to take before we get there. Now, in my last update video for charts, we put this green line right here and said we wanted to see Bitcoin bounce at this 58K level. It was at 58K 100. That was a pretty good target because Bitcoin bounced right here at the 58K 500 level. Now, what we want to see is to get above all of this junk right here on this chart. So if you haven't watched my videos before, let me tell you what that is. This blue line is a 13 moving average. That's the bullish line for the entire bull run. We want to see all of our tokens stay above this 13 moving average right there on the weekly chart, but we broke below it. So now we want to make sure that we don't hold ourselves below it, because what happens is you break below something and then you retest it, and that retest gotta be good. So that's what happened over here. In this case, it broke below, and by the next week it was back above it. It looked good. So right now it broke below, it retested even below it, which is already bad, and right now it's heading back up to this level right here, which is around that 45,500 level. There's this yellow line, which has been a trend line for a very long time, since over here September in 2022. We broke above it. There's also that 13 moving average, and then there's also this red line right here, which is also a level of resistance. So we basically got to get above all of those by the end of this week. It's going to be a lot of selling going on right there probably, or we might just break by through it and bust right through it, because when we zoom in on the daily, we're already looking like we're getting more bullish on the daily. Hold up, let me tell you what happens if we don't break through that line. If we don't break through this little area right here, we headed down to some of these lower levels, 58K, maybe even the bottom of this trend line over here, which would be anywhere from like 60. Basically, we'd be like in the 40K levels, and we don't want to see that. That would be this double top playing out. So that's the bearish thing that we're trying to avoid, is this double top playing out, which will send us back down here. We don't want that to play out at all for us to have some type of alt season this year, or even maybe next year, because this is the weekly chart, so that could take a while to play out. But zoom in on the daily, we're trying to negate that right now. We're above the blue line right here, the moving average, so we got to get above this 65,600 level for Bitcoin. That's what we have to do for sure. Now, we have some bullish news going on in the market, like there's ETFs all over the place in different countries. People are launching ETFs. There's all type of companies actually putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Now, this is stuff that was unheard of like 5 years ago. That stuff would have pumped the market crazy, so a lot of that is priced in, but a lot of the buying and a lot of the volume and the liquidity that's coming into the market hasn't happened. Hasn't really affected that yet. Now, if liquidity is going to come into the market, like if the Fed starts doing something with liquidities, like other governments are doing things with liquidity, then these markets will really take off pretty quick. Now, looking right here, it says U.S. Marshals partners with Coinbase to manage large crypto assets. What? The U.S. Marshals Service chose Coinbase Prime to manage large assets, large cap digital assets, which is crazy because this government is also suing people. So this is going to look good for them in court. They're going to say, hey, we're not that bad, y'all are using this, and a lot of these cases launched against them should be dropped. And the SEC is looking like it's in a very bad state right now, especially with politicians realizing that they need the crypto vote. that's going to be very bad for the SEC. So a lot of those things are kind of dying down and allowing crypto to set up a better framework, and especially a better tax framework for a lot of people. So crypto is getting bullish on that kind of institutional level overall. Now we have the token merger between Singularity.net, Fetch AI, and Ocean Protocol. We talked about this. It is live already, so you can already swap your tokens and do the whole merger applications. Make sure you check out the official links for that if you are an AGIX holder or if you are an Ocean Protocol holder. If you're a FET token holder, I think you don't have to really do anything. So if you do hold any of those tokens, which I have talked about on this channel, I know some of my regular watchers hold some of those tokens, you can go ahead and switch those over. Now, a lot of exchanges are going to go ahead and handle that for you, but Coinbase is not. So if you're holding on Coinbase, which you know you shouldn't be, you should be custodying your own assets no matter what. That's what crypto is all about. But go ahead and do that token merger. You do have a bunch of years to do it, but it's better to just get it done, because I've even had things where, like, you know, I put it aside, like I got a year to do it, and then or 2 years to do it, and then 2 years actually passed and I didn't do it, and I lost, like, you know, a lot of money when that token went up, and I just had the old version of it, couldn't do anything with it. So that absolutely sucks. Go ahead and check that out if you're part of that. Now, there is a token, a meme token, that a lot of people in my group have brought up really long time ago, and now it's kind of making some waves, which is this Pepe competitor, which is Pepe Unchained, so Pepu. So I have met some people and had some people in my groups that were very bullish on this token. They say, hey, it's not just a meme coin, it's actually a layer 2 with like a meme coin theme, I guess. I don't really delve too much into like long-term investing of meme coins, but something that's a ecosystem provider or infrastructure for some of the meme coin stuff going on. A lot of those things, they do a ton of liquidity, they do a lot of volume, and they end up becoming very valuable. So if you are a meme coin type person, go ahead and check out this Pepu. And if you want me to do a deep dive on any token that I talk about, if you want me to do a deep dive, leave me a comment in the comment box, say deep dive, and we'll go ahead and get into a good deep dive of those tokens. These recap videos are just to bring it to your attention so you can know where to start your research, since there's literally like 500,000 coins being lost every single day, which is wild. Last but not least, I wanted to just bring this to your guys' attention. Layer X launched. If you did participate in that airdrop, then you know that already. But if you didn't participate in that airdrop, this is a token that has a lot of potential. A lot of people have been waiting on this for years. They have a ton of partnerships with almost every single blockchain. So this is the website right here. It says build bridges, build dexes, and it's omni-chain protocol. So right now in crypto, we have this issue where we can't just transfer assets from one blockchain to another, and there's like a ton of blockchains like Solana, Cardano, Luxo, Ethereum, Bitcoin. There's all these different blockchains, and they can't talk to each other. So you can't send you can have Ethereum on Solana and you can have Ethereum on Luxo, but you can't just send them to each other. So that's pretty stupid. So it's very stupid. So they're working on this omni-chain protocol, which a lot of those chains have partnered with before. So far they have built bridges, but in the future, in my vision, you know, all those bridges and stuff is put under the UX and we get to enjoy it. So they're building something like that. Like I said, you want a deep dive, put it in the comment box. We don't want to make these videos too long. So with that being said, this is the end of the video. If you want to get into my Telegram group, just leave me a comment in the comment box and I'll send you those links. You can ask me any questions about any tokens there. Yeah, y'all think positive and positive things will happen. RIP to crypto roots, and remember, never finish a negative statement about currency. Until next time, peace.